Hi, what is your name and what does your company do?
Hi, my name is Victor van Doorn, and our company Uncover, we create all kinds of beautiful personalized products. So we started out by taking MacBooks apart and cutting them out with a very strong laser cutter. So rebranding Apple MacBooks, as it were, with a backlight design, and especially within these kinds of circles of the tech industry and startups, got very popular. And with some of the success we had there, we created the world's first tattoo shop for objects, which is a shop here in Amsterdam where we burn designs into practically anything.
So was it this idea born out of a personal frustration or idea, or was it just something that came up because it was possible and you were just working around with things and it came up and it was successful?
Definitely the second thing. It's not born out of a frustration or problem, as many things are, and I have had those experiences. But this was really just a fascination with this idea that I thought it might be possible to take a MacBook apart and then, instead of just having the backlit Apple, have a whole custom design. And it took much longer than I thought to develop it. I thought, well, we'll do it a prototype and then we can market it. And it actually took like almost a year before we got a stable process going. And the tricky thing was we were already doing it for customers and beta people who were very influential people, and it's very stressful to make their laptops, break their laptops and repair them while we were still discovering the right process. So that was a lesson learned. Next time I'll take longer to develop.
So this sounds like a really particular thing. Is there any competition in this field, or are you the only one, or do you see other companies just moving into the space, and how are you going to beat them or be better?
Yeah, there are no other companies doing that particular thing. There are the engraving, the tattoo shop for objects is also something we invented in that kind of phrasing and that kind of design and the way we put it. There are fabrication labs. We were inspired by the Fab Lab in Amsterdam, which is a project from MIT, which was set up in Amsterdam in 2008, which is where I spend a lot of time, and I love tinkering in those machines, and we thought we would take that experience and mingle it with a design store experience. And so in a way we invented that out of other things, and the laser tattoo, or the surgery actually of the backlight designs, is something we invented. And I think the reason we don't have any competition with it is because it is very dangerous, and we did take a year to get a stable process going, and every time we have to take incredible care not to cause any harm, because the screen is designed not to be taken apart. Johnny and I have really spent a lot of time gluing everything and making sure that no one, not even repair people, take it apart. And yet we found a way.
So that sounds like expensive machines and sometimes a bit of damage. So it must be a bit costly. So how are you funded, and how are you intend to make money with this?
All right, so we are self-funded. We are bootstrapping, which has its has its advantages in the sense that there was no a big commercial pressure in the beginning when we were not profitable at all. And now we can enjoy some of the revenues from that. Actually, we're all investing it all into the store, which is still in that phase of where we need to find what works and what we are. Every time I made some money, I would try a new thing and buy some laser time, or in the end we leased our own laser. So that's how we got funded. And was that the question?
So and now you're funded and you have the company, and the next step is obviously global domination, world domination. So what are your 3 steps to reach this global domination?
I don't know. I think if something works in Amsterdam, it has a big chance of working in other places, because we're very critical and very not eager to spend people here. So if this tattoo shop doesn't work here in the long term, we might even try it elsewhere as well, as in London, because a lot of people are asking us to come there. But if it does work here, it's a really good sign for there. And in terms of the MacBooks, we are already kind of world dominating, in the sense that we are the only ones doing it, and our customers for 70% are from outside of the Netherlands. People shipping in their MacBooks with their data. So most of the times it's new MacBooks, but actually people send in one of the most prized belongings for us to uncover.
So how many MacBooks are we talking about? How many devices do you tattoo in a week or in a month?
I think we're reaching a point where we're doing like 5 a week now, which is a lot for us because they take a lot of attention, and we're approaching the 75th MacBook that we did. So they're relatively low numbers.
Well, thanks very much.
Thank you. Thanks.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
Ja, leuk. Blij dat je